Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm meteorologist Haley Adekari with Hail Trace, filling in for Taylor today. We have more snow moving in this weekend in the northern part of the country from the Midwest to the Northeast. Increased potential for fire danger today in the Central Plains, and Tuesday and Wednesday of next week is our next big story, with confidence increasing for severe weather across the South. If you haven't heard, we have our Raising Hail tour. A couple more dates left for you to get your tickets and go to: Omaha, Nebraska on March 4th and Orlando, Florida on March 11th. If you haven't made it to one of these events yet, you should buy your tickets, pick a city that's closer to you, and go ahead and go. We have a promo code for $10 off your $25 ticket. You can use RHT Taylor 10. That is RHT Taylor 10 at raising-hail-tour.com. Yesterday's storm reports, we had some subsevere hail as well as a couple of reports of 1-inch hail. We have those mapped for you on our website if you're interested. We also had some subsevere gusts as well, with those storms moving across that area. Moving on, all of that moved out of the area, and we had a little bit of snow to some areas in the northeast states. Temperature departure from normal, you can see that it is well above average for this time of year for most of the country. Today, that changes tomorrow with a cold front moving through the Great Lakes region, bringing some cooler temperatures and even some snow and rain through that area. That expands southward across the majority of the east on Sunday, with some colder temperatures stretching all the way down through parts of Georgia. Current conditions, we have that high pressure setting up in the west that's keeping things dry and clear for the most part. Even the east at this point is pretty clear for the time being. We will have some more storms moving in later this evening into tomorrow morning. Current temperatures are pretty pleasant for the majority of the country. It looks like the coldest area right now is Portland, Maine at 37, which still isn't too bad. Current alerts, we have some winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories for Michigan. Those expire Saturday early morning. We're expecting about 6 inches of snow, 6 to 10, I think, for the areas in pink, and up to 6 in the areas in purple. And those will be accompanied by some higher wind gust possible across New York, northern New York, and parts of northern Maine. We also have a winter weather advisory that expires Saturday evening. We also have this red flag warning that is covering a large portion of the Central Plains. That is due to temperatures that are up to 20 degrees above average right now for this time of year, and dry conditions with relative humidities between 15 and 25%. That expires at 8 p.m. this evening. Along with that, we have our fire weather outlook is elevated today for the parts highlighted in orange. Tomorrow, we have that fire weather for the southeastern side of Arizona and parts of New Mexico, as well as that part along the East Coast right along there. This is Monday's fire weather outlook in western Texas, far southwestern Texas, and parts of southeast New Mexico. Future radar is pretty quiet for our Friday afternoon. We have that snow moving through this area later tonight. Snow and some showers moving through the Great Lakes and Northeast tonight. Just so you can see it again, we've zoomed in a little bit so you can get a little bit more detail for that. Moving on to Saturday, that is still pushing through, bringing some more snow bands across that area into Sunday morning. Now, the Sunday is when things get a little bit more interesting. We have rain and snow even moving into California and pushing eastward across to Central North America. We have that rain starting Sunday afternoon in western Oklahoma and southwestern Kansas. As it pushes across the state, it'll bring some showers and thunderstorms. Nothing severe expected out of those. Possibly some very, very small hail and a little bit of gusty wind, but we're not expecting anything severe out of that right now. It pushes east, and we have snow moving into the Rocky Mountain area. As this expands Tuesday, we are seeing some of that severe potential on Tuesday evening, pushing through these southeast states as it moves east. That's where we're going to see some of that possibly severe wind and hail along with that, and maybe a few embedded tornadoes are possible as that goes through. And just so you can see the whole system again, moving through the whole country and how everything is connected. We have our upper jet stream. We're watching this right here as it moves through, along with this stronger portion of this trough moving through right now, bringing in the colder temperature to the Great Lakes region. As that moves on through, we see that trough push through. That is when we're expecting to see that unsettled weather for parts of the lower Mississippi Valley and southeast states as that pushes on through the next couple of days. So here's our risk area for Tuesday. We might see some isolated cells form in eastern Texas over the afternoon hours of Tuesday. As that pushes east, it will likely form a squall line and bring in that threat of high winds and those embedded tornadoes. As it pushes on through Wednesday, we might see that weaker severe risk move on towards those Atlantic states along the coast. Our 5-day temperature outlook, at this point, we have a couple of cities that are still seeing those freezing temperatures. Denver is reaching freezing, going below freezing during the nighttime hours, but it's pretty pleasant during the day. Oklahoma City and Dallas are pretty pleasant for the next 5 days, whereas Chicago and Minneapolis are still below freezing for quite a few more days. Future temperatures are pretty nice for our weekend for most of us. We do have that cold air once again moving through those eastern states, Great Lakes states, and Sunday brings in some of those warmer temperatures, which will fuel some of those storms that we expect to see, and same goes for Tuesday and Wednesday. Our extended temperature outlook, we have what we're expecting to be a good chance of above average temperatures for Texas and the Dakotas, and slightly lower temperatures than average for California. And this is almost exactly the same except for moisture. So we are expecting drier conditions in Texas and Oklahoma, and drier conditions than average for the Dakotas and Montana, and wetter conditions than average for California as well as the East Coast. Once again, we have our Raising Hail Tour. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, please do so. You can use that promo code. And if you like what you see, You can follow us on X, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. If you're interested in a hail, wind, or tornado map, you can call us at 855-334-4245. Email us at info@hailtrace.com or visit our website at hailtrace.com. Thanks so much for watching.